And we're live. And here we are. Small Town Cali podcast. Finally, it's happened. Took a long time, but here we are. Small Town Cali podcast. Here in Fowler, California, starring Chriz G Productions. Now, this is a test run. We start filming tomorrow, and we will have our first podcast out by Monday or Tuesday. But anyways, we're all happy. We're happy to have started this big gig. We have over 20 weeks of guests booked. So even if you don't make it, there's going to be plenty of new shows for the rest of this year, actually. The rest of this year is booked. But we will keep booking you. And let's get this started. I'm Joe Vargas, JoeDingo. A dingo ate my baby, that MFer. But anyways, I'm part of Rod Dog and the Dingoes, and we helped put this studio together on this podcast together. It's not much of a studio, but the sound is very nice in here. And I've made over 17 tracks of putting the microphone next to the speakers that are outputting the music off of a Casio. So it's a good old sound. Sounds like you're putting an LP on, you know. Anyways, Chriz G, he's a very young man, but he's got a lot of charisma and he's got a lot of talent. Our first guest is the Dangston, and that dude's awesome. He's a born rapper. He's naturally gifted, very smooth. He can be hard when he has to, but for the most part, you know, it's not like we're a bunch of thugs running around trying to beat up little girls, you know. So Chris looks like he could be a little late. You know, every once in a while you're going to run into something really, really dangerous on the freeway, especially on 99. I mean, come on, how many of you drive on 99? Or it's a pain in the ass sometimes, huh? Well, the worst thing on 99 is an angry black woman. Yeah, I said it. My bad. You know what? I hear Asians are bad drivers too. Sorry, man. Just joking. I just want to shout out to all my niggas out there. I know they're sitting there on the edge of the seats saying, when's he going to shout out? Well, shout out to all my niggas, man. I love you. Even if you're not fucking watching this shit right now. So, the Dangston has 4 tracks on SoundCloud that he probably has over 1,500 listens, and he just barely put them on. There's all kinds of free music there. Many talented artists, and that's just one place to find them. So here on this show, we're going to have special business owners, you know, not chain owners, but people who actually work very hard to make ends meet every month. We're going to have singers. We're going to have bands. We already have at least 1 to 2 authors booked, 1 poet, and then we have some guitar players, some professional, some trying to get into the groove. And we don't discriminate, you know. One thing that we do want you to know that this isn't a really show for fuck bags. Actually, I'm wrong there. This show is okay for fuck bags. It's not for pussies, okay? Don't come around whining and say, oh, he offended me. We don't want to hear that crap. We won't even respond to that. So, Chriz G is the owner of the show, and since he drives for a living, it just gets very dangerous, and so sometimes he's late. And the Dangston, he actually works hard for a living too. You know, it's tough these days. So, some of our guests are going to be able to tell their story, you know, the story that they have to tell today. You know, they finally have enough time has gone by, they have something to tell. And so this show is made just for that. You know, everybody wants 15 minutes of fame, but if you can't get 15 minutes of fame, how about just 15 minutes? Okay. And without further ado, here's Chriz G. All right, you motherfuckers, what's going on? This is Chriz G. Well, what he's trying to explain is this show ain't for pussies. And let me just see where we're at. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, it looks like we're doing good. Let's see, where else can I go here? There you go. Welcome to my podcast, Small Town Cali Podcast, Fowler, California. Woo, amen. It's been a long effing time, but guess what? We're here and we've started. My co-host there, Joe Vargas, JoeDingo, you know, he'll run his mouth here and there, but I'll try to get him to shut the fuck up. So anyways, I have so many great guests coming on, so many people, but there's some great people out there that I did ask to come on, and so far that they don't want to come on, but we'll see if we can change their minds. Let's see if we get some action come this way. Someone could give us a bone, throw us a bone. We're just working hard like everybody else. And like Joe was saying, the Dangston, he likes to, he's a rapper. He just likes to freaking rap. And he puts great lyrics together. And so we're going to do a couple samples here. If I can get him to spit out some of his best work, which I already know he won't. He said he won't do it, but he'll spit out some of his lyrics that he has already out there for free. Now, right now you can find his music at SoundCloud and other venues. But what I'm getting at is right now it's free. In a while it's not going to be free. It's not going to be expensive, but it ain't going to be free because everybody wants to work hard and get paid for working hard. And we're going to ask for our first sponsor here. We are sponsored by Bleep. And so since we really don't have any sponsors, we're coming out to some of you viewers that are looking to promote your name. Heck, we'll give you a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, sponsorship. And if you want to do your own commercial, you just come on the show and you do your own commercial. You can't take control of the show. I'm Chriz G. This is my show. So if you're inappropriate, I'll just kick your ass out of the property. Okay. Cops, PD, 1 block over. We're covered. We don't have to pay for our security. We just got a call. And they're great people here in Fowler. Great people here in Fowler. Great people here in Fowler. I want to shout out to Malaga. There's an explosion of talent coming out of Malaga. Props to them. I've got nothing bad to say about anybody coming out of this valley. I think it's so great that everybody's coming out of this valley with talent. Besides, sports talent and intellectual and all that stuff, we have some good musicians that are working very hard. Shout out to JP. Shout out to all the families and anybody that's paid attention to me and maybe didn't believe that this is going to happen, but here it is. So without further ado, here's the Dangston.